Hey guys, welcome back to The Poor Investor. Today I'm just going to go over a few hot topics that I thought it was pretty interesting in regards to the crypto world, Chia included, and a couple of things that I've done with my Ethereum miner just so you guys understand where I'm coming from. So that's why I'm going to go over today what I've done on my rigs right now that you see right back there. I'm actually haven't been utilizing all my GPUs at this point. I've only been set up to use the 8 GPUs that are in there, which is 8 6600 XTs, and I'm going to go over that in a little second. But before we continue, let's go over, that's my little clip of the RoboCop. Right now, the fair and greed index has come up slightly. Just the other day, it was around the 12 mark. Now we're at 14. Still, bubble has been showing a lot more greens, transitioning off of the red, like I've mentioned previously. But XCH is still in a negative 8.4. So XCH prices today has been up almost 1%, $33.49. We've had been hitting lows of 32s just yesterday, $32.94. No major news has been coming out with Chia Network so far. NFT 1 still has not happened yet, but I wanted to point something out on Twitter. This is from Seth Jenks. Here it says, I went to a local crypto conference today. I met a lot of really nice people. It was really interesting to see how many products there are Web 2 concept with a little blockchain sprinkled on them, or overwritten Ponzi schemes. People are still figuring things out, and this was posted on May 27th, and I found this particular tweet right here to be the most interesting one, and I'll explain in a little bit. It was also a little sad how few people have heard of Chia. It was cool to chat and see them get curious though. I'm more convinced than ever that Chia is a better blockchain. It's deeply better in a world where a few care to look beyond the surface. In my conversation with people where the application of a secure, sustainable, and compliant blockchain is essential, e.g. banking, Chia is something that's deeply interesting. Right here where I said it was interesting, that a little sad how few people have heard of Chia. Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, I believe Chia has come out and said that they haven't done any marketing and they did not plan on doing any marketing. Chia does not want to promote it by putting out money or paying exchanges to promote the coin. So from my discussion with a hardcore Chia fanatic, there was two things holding back Chia from actually being more, exposed on the exchange and having more marketing and more presence so people actually know what they are or who they are. Those two things is, one of them is being listed on the exchange with Chia's own backing, meaning promoting it on their own or funding it or however they want to do it. I believe Chia wants the exchange to happen on its own merit without having the company to kind of promote it and put money into it. So that I'm not too sure how all that works. Obviously, I've never done that. So that's one. Two is the BLS signature. Unfortunately, there is a BLS signature issue with Chia and on certain, or actually most exchanges that don't support it. So that's probably one of the major reasons why we don't see it on any of the exchanges. And from what I found out, the only exchanges that do support it is very limited. And that's the current situation with why you probably don't see Chia on any of the major exchanges, even though a lot of people keep on asking for it. So that was that tweet, why, people haven't heard of Chia. It's basically because of that. It's just not out there. They're not putting themselves out there. They're hopefully getting the word of mouth. It's almost at this point, it's like your local corner grocery store. Not everyone's gonna know what they have or what they do. To me, that's how Chia seems like right now. They're so down low key. It could be the best place for all the locals, like everyone that currently is farming Chia. We know about Chia. Anyone outside of that, I mean, even to this day, my family knows that I talk about Chia. Even then, they have not once sat down and said, why are you doing this or what is it? They really just don't care. They know nothing about it. If they don't see it on the more mainstream, and then when I say mainstream, it could just be advertisements. It could just be things in relations to adapting Chia for whatever. Yeah, when you mention like NFTs, instantly people are gonna be like, oh, they use Ethereum, right? For the most part, all right, they do use other things, but it's just like Ethereum just pops into their mind for whatever reason. That association is there. I believe Chia needs to get to that level as well. This was interesting. So Terra, which is the new Luna, and it says it right here, the original Terra was rebranded to Terra Classic, and the new chain is created with the existing Terra name. So Luna became Luna Classic. So if you look up LUNC, that's the Luna Classic. That was the original Luna. Now this Luna is the new Luna that was just dropped like maybe 48 hours ago now, and it's already pumping up at like $5.74. I saw this as high as like 1,000% yesterday when it was pumping. Give you guys a quick idea, this is Lunk. Lunk is the original Luna, which is the original one that has dropped tremendously. You can see the all-time high to where it is now. All right, so that's the great downfall of that. The other thing I wanted to mention really quickly was about my HiveOS and my Ethereum miner. I actually have this currently set up on a schedule, and I'll explain why I'm doing that. So at 8 a.m., I stop my entire rig. At 12 a.m. is when I start the rig up and running again. And this is an 8 GPU 6600 XT mining Ethereum. And why am I doing that? And it's really simple, because if you see peak rates 8 a.m. to midnight, these are the rates that I'm going to be charged, you know, those times, which I've been paying for the longest time. But because of Ethereum pricing and the difficulty increasing, I just don't find it reasonable anymore. And especially now that we're heading into June, you can see this almost doubling the rates of what I'm doing right now. So if I was to mine throughout the prime time of these days and hours, I'm paying on what to mine. I'm paying almost 38 cents. All right, 38 cents flat on 8 6600 XTs. I'm making 43 cents. Now, if I do it off peak at 0.01 cents, 1 cent plus these 12, I'm coming in at, on what to mine, it's like 14 cents, and I'm profiting $3.62 for 8 6600 XTs mining Ethereum. Probably gonna make more sense to me on doing it on a schedule base like this right here. This is the schedule. If I do it any other time, the temperature is too hot and the rates are too high. And if I had to do it during the time where the temperature is too hot and during the prime or the peak hours of the day, which is like between 8 to midnight, then I have to find sufficient cooling, which will add another cost on top of that. So that's why I was really reluctant to, you know, run it 24/7 at this point. It doesn't make sense. I mean, even if I ran it 24/7, you know, I'm looking at a difference of adding extra 43 cents to the $3.62 that I have initially, you know, been running it offline anyway, because you can see the rates are just ridiculously a lot lower off peak than it is during peak hours, especially now that we're heading into June and there's only a couple of days left. This is the same off peak rate for all the other months outside of June and September, which is like currently, as of this recording, still we're at 9.44 cents plus the delivery charge, which doesn't really change much. I'm definitely below the 250 kilowatts, so I'm in this range. So that's pretty much what I wanted to bring to you guys. I just, you know, kind of clumped up a whole bunch of little things. I do have something really special coming up. I will be picking a winner for the XCHs coming up in my next video. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of add up all these different little news segments over to bring to you guys a little bit of Chia, a little bit about what I'm doing with my mining rigs, especially now that we're heading into the summer. A little difficult. Now you have to like balance and see what's optimal for profits, or if any profits at this time. Also, I want to mention I did hit another block with Chia, so I did win another 0.25. I am on GG pool, but with the price being so low as it is, it's pretty insignificant at this point. I want to thank you guys for always being here. Please remember to hit that like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon.